I wanna do great things. I don't wanna compromise. I wanna know what love is. Is it something I do to myself? Hello, everybody. Charlie Veitch here. Videoing you from overcast Walkden. I'm not going to the city centre today. I'm not going tomorrow. I may go in on Thursday. I'm doing a special private video for an old friend who is a musician and has had a very interesting life. And it's going to be a very interesting video. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the fact that the streets, the world, the people, the public transport, the geopolitical situation is getting a little bit too hairy and frightening and scary and crazy, even for a professional weird person like myself. Now, the going started to get very weird a few years ago, and I turned pro, as Hunter S. Thompson advised, but it's getting to the stage now. Like, I was with Fritz Media in the city centre the other day, and we got attacked from behind, camera smashed out of my hand, had to throw punches, everything, great, not great, and we had the conversation, because he's a very intelligent man, Fritz Media. He's not just a purist in terms of decay in 4K. And we both agreed that it's a mathematical certainty that if this dangerous career of clearing out the city centre with photons continues, it's a mathematical certainty that something bad will happen to me. I'm always looking over my shoulders, and friends often think it's appropriate or funny to come up behind me and grab me or put their arms around my neck. I'm looking at you, Marty Blackborough. I'll let you off because you are a mate, but mate, I fucking shat myself. Shat myself. There we were in Piccadilly Gardens. What next? Big blade over the arteries of the neck? And last Saturday, someone comes and fucking barges me from behind. And they were a friend. Definitely a friend, provided me with some amazing footage. But I said to said friend, I said, you're lucky I didn't elbow you in the face. We're all on edge. Used to be the case 5-6 years ago. I could I could video. Freudian slip there? Yeah, that's going back many years. I could video in Piccadilly Gardens and people would shout abuse at me from across the street, but it would be rarer than the blue moon that they would come and try and beat me up. But now, fucking hell, it's instant. The people now want to fight first or get kicked over by a Sparta kick and then ask questions later. It's all physical confrontation. It's all threatening to knock people out, snapping their jaw. Didn't used to be like this. Straight away, I was with photographer Ryan the other day, and the guy that reported me to the police for self-defense starts shouting abuse at me, so I give him a bit of abuse back. That would be the end of it. And even before I got my camera out, he's marching over to hit me. So I had to defend myself. It's happening all the time. On the bus ride home yesterday, a lady goes, "Oh, Charlie," and this very, very sweet, very decent Polish lady. We had a conversation and figured out I'm friends with her husband here in Walkden. And so I'm chatting to them, and there's this drunk bastard behind me. And he's getting riled up. He's starting to call me insults, saying, "Who's this stupid American clown? Look at this clown." I made some comment saying we'll never get off this train by accident. Instead of bus, I mean bus. And the guy starts saying, "Oh, look at this fucking clown. Doesn't know we're on a bus or a train. Are you going to fly the plane? Are you a pilot?" And I'm turning around going, right, okay. And it carries on for 5-10 minutes. And I'm just trying to chat to the Polish lady, the wife of my friend. And, and I'm turning around. And then once I turn around, he goes, "What the fuck are you looking at?" I'm like, "The fuck, man?" And it's disconcerting when you've got deranged, aggressive, chimpanzee-like people sat behind you with your neck and your head exposed. So as I got off the bus, I thought, he's not going to... And he just carried on abusing me. And I lost my temper at the top of the staircase. I said, "Shut the fuck up, you ridiculous drunk. Fuck off." And he was like, "Ugh." And anyway, another viewer, fan of mine, no, rewind, A friend of the lady I was chatting to, who I hope is now a fan, who's checked out my channel, he's found the website, he writes to me saying that the crazy drunk fucker was wishing death and destruction, telling him to tell me that he's going to get me on the next time I ride the bus, that I'm a marked man, I'm a target. And I get this all the time. Remember that LGBT 4K TV, IQ TV, LGT, remember LGB, yeah, the gays, the homosexes. So I was there filming the homosexes, and they got angry at me, start saying this and that, trying to get me beaten up, saying, oh, he's a Nazi, he's a fucking far-right streamer. And after that, the yellow pants, I assume it was him, writing me death threats on my website, and I don't fucking report this shit to the police anymore. I don't bother. It's better maybe just to tell you all, I reckon it was yellow pants sending death threats, like classy guy, He felt so threatened by me, he had to try and get me beaten up, and then he sends me death threats. Now, I will die one day. I do intend to really deserve it. I want to die in a blaze of glory and for it to be heroic and amazing. And if the mob comes for me, if I've spoken too freely, if I've made fun of and enjoyed a bit too much rib tickling comedy with the public, with people, then I fully intend to deserve and have an honorable warrior's death. Now, I would prefer to die in my sleep as a 101-year-old, old man with my kids, grandkids, great-grandkids all around me. But hey, I guess, as we're approaching the end of this video, many people praise me on a day-to-day basis. I get handshakes and hugs, and people want photographs with me, and they say I'm a legend, and they say some very beautiful things, and I appreciate it all. But oftentimes people ask, like, how am I able to do these videos? What makes me braver or, more courageous? And it builds up. I was a pussy before I moved to Manchester. I was a pussy up until a few years ago. And, it's literally evolution. The bad people have evolved now that they're getting punchy. So I've had to evolve and get a bit kicky, a bit Sparta-kicky. So, yeah, man, like, the point, and I'll finish with the point of my videos. The point of my videos is to show that light will always defeat everything. Light, showing it to the public, shining a light, bringing things into the light, people's behavior into the light, that which is hidden, that which someone believes they should be allowed to bully and destroy and attack. Pull that into the light, and you'll see the orcs and the demons recoil and run for the shadows. I used to live in Brazil and Saudi Arabia and in the Caribbean and West Africa. I've lived in some funny tropical places. I've got some stories for you guys. But you should see the bad people scatter. It's like when I go downstairs to go get a snack from the freezer, whatever. At 1 a.m, you switch on the light in Brazil and fucking cockroaches scatter. And doesn't matter how much you clean and put poison down and have a clean house. You got to open your windows in Brazil. It's a hot country. And the cockroaches, fucking hell. I was playing some board game. Remember the Game of Life? That board game was big in the 70s and 80s. I was playing a board game and I just felt some tickle on my back. And I went and reached around and I got this thing and I squeezed it and threw it. It was a huge fucking cockroach. Surprised it didn't hiss at me. It's about this big. This big. This is Charlie Veitch. Thanks for watching.